Hey everybody, I am back with another video, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Lil Durk. He is a rapper from the south side of Chicago, and a young lady is putting him on blast for something that he was supposed to do a few years ago, but he didn't do when a young girl came up missing, and he offered a reward to somebody that, or anybody that could find her. Anyway, let's get into the story. I'm going to go ahead and show you this video, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Take a look at this video, guys.
There's a news story in the South Shore neighborhood of Chicago about a little girl that went missing. And when the story came out, Lil Durk posted a post on his Instagram page that said that whoever found this little girl, that him and the OTF family had $10,000 at $10K for them. So I ended up finding the little girl.
7-year-old girl has been reunited with her family after she went missing overnight. It turns out she was at a friend's house, but her family didn't know that. Eyewitness News reporter Jessica D'Onofrio is in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood.
Kendra Broughton was found in this apartment building just down the street from her elementary school. She told me that a classmate told her to come over and play.
I'm happy my baby is back. I have my baby.
7-year-old Kendra Broughton is holding her mother's hand once again. It's a tearful but joyful reunion.
I'm just so happy. I've been up all night looking for my baby and I got her.
Conchetia DePrado lives in the building where Kendra was found. Her child's father sent her a picture of the police alert posted on ABC7's website. DePrado realized Kendra was in the complex playing with a little girl who lives upstairs.
So when I saw this picture, I'm like, she came to my house yesterday. Like, I've seen this face before, so I run upstairs this morning. I'm like, hey, what's your name? She's like, Kendra. I'm like, Kendra, call your mom.
Kendra tells me she did try calling her family, but the only number she knew was connected to a phone that was turned off. Meanwhile, it's unclear why the classmates' family didn't do more.
And the news story came out. At the time, I still didn't even know that he made the post. So the next day, I woke up, I go on my Instagram, and my friends are like tagging me. It's a bunch of tags, and it's all saying like, Chedia, it's the one who found the little girl. They saw the news story and they saw the post. I reached out later that night, and with the link for the news stuff, and I told them that I was the one who ended up finding the little girl. Lil Durk's never said anything to me directly. I've talked to a few of, his close people that kind of know him, and I've just been getting to run around with them. He's blocked me recently on Instagram for contacting him about this situation. So this year in 2019, I decided to actively, legally pursue it because I was just getting nowhere. And I ended up winning my case in October. And I've just been trying to collect it ever since. Given the circumstances of how life is now, with everything shutting down with this coronavirus epidemic, just kind of needed to pursue it a little more actively, because this would be very helpful, as I am a single mother of 2 children. So, not that this money would be life-changing, but yeah, it would very much help us a lot. And then also, I just feel like people should be held accountable of what they say. I didn't, make this up. I didn't just do this out of nowhere. It was something that he said, and it was me. If it were you, what would you do? Just saying, The judge agreed with me. I just need the money.
So she wrote this on her Instagram a day or two ago. She said, Lil Durk owes me $10,000 and is avoiding me. A few years ago, Lil Durk offered a $10K reward to whoever found a missing little girl in Chicago. I found her and returned her to her mom, and Durk has never contacted me. I took him to court and was granted a default judgment in my favor. I have been trying to collect it, but he is avoiding me at all costs. He has even blocked me on Instagram. I could really use this money now more than ever since I got laid off because of COVID-19. I swear the Rona is out here. Really got folks. Whew, okay. But anyway, people were responding. It was like, girl, you're a whole bum for this. Like, you should just take it as you're doing a good deed for finding the child, since you're a mom yourself. But instead, you want to hound him for money for finding somebody else's kid. I hope you break that lady off some money, too, for finding her kid also. And somebody also said he absolutely should be held accountable for his promise. And you're 100% right. Get your money. Don't let these trolls stop you, because a lot of people were coming at her like, how could you ask this man for money? And then somebody else wrote, even if he promised this, how do you rationalize accepting award money for helping find a missing child? Are not some things simply done from the heart, human kindness? Couldn't reuniting the child to her family have been rewarding enough, or no? I have shared my blessings an immeasurable amount of times without any expectation of reciprocity, because it's from the heart. And perhaps this is the very reason God has placed you in this situation now, begging the public desperately for an act that should have been done as a good steward of him. Shaking my head, this is disappointing and disheartening. All right. And so there was a little bit of all of that. Like, people were on her side, and then there were people that didn't understand why she was doing this. This person at the bottom said, if out the kindness of my heart, my ass was a person, which I kind of think is funny. But they kind of went on and on and on like that, where, like I said, some people were understanding why she would be pursuing this with Lil Durk, while other people felt like, how dare you? If you are doing this, you found a kid, you helped somebody out, why on earth would you be hounding this man for reward money? And here's my thing. All right. Lil Durk offered $10,000 for whoever could return this girl safely. All right. This woman, if you look at the news clip, found the 7-year-old without even realizing there was a reward. The reason, or the way she found out there was a reward, is because people kept tagging Lil Durk and saying, hey, this is the girl, this is the woman who found the 7-year-old. By the way, I don't know how this little 7-year-old girl was with the whole family, and the family didn't say, and the girl is with them overnight, and nobody thought to, like, let me try to find this kid's parents. That's just weird to me, but I digress. The point is, she found the little girl before she knew there was a reward. That being said, there was a reward. He offered a reward. So is she wrong for pursuing a reward, considering he offered it for whoever could find the little girl? Me personally, I don't know why people are giving her a hard time. Now, when I look at the timeline, like, girl, this is 2015, it's 2020. That's 5 years. I mean, I probably would have just like, look, I'm letting it go. I ain't got time. And then she took him to court, which probably, of course, cost her more money. And she got a default judgment, which means he didn't show up, right? He didn't bother to fight it. So there was a default judgment here. But a lot of people are feeling like, you're doing too much, lady. All right. And then I say to some of these people that keep saying, well, what about, doing it out of the kindness in your heart? I call BS on a lot of people who keep saying that shit, because rewards are offered all the time. Rewards are offered all the time. If somebody out here offering a $25,000 reward for information leading up to so-and-so's return, and I know something, I'm telling, and yes, I'm going to expect you to pay me my $25,000. How is that wrong? That's all I want to know. How is she wrong for expecting Lil Durk to follow through with what he said he was going to do? For people to keep saying, well, you should do something out of the kindness of your heart. Well, she did that. She did that before she knew there was a reward. So I don't think her intentions changed, because she did that before she knew there was a reward. Now that there is a reward and people are saying, hey, this is the girl, I feel like he should have followed through. I feel like he should have done that. And that just makes me think that he was just bluster. It was all talk, because she did, in fact, do that before she knew there was a reward. So I don't know why people are giving her a hard time. Maybe it's because it's been 5 years and it do look a little personally, it feels a little cringy to me that she's making this plea and she's saying something about it. But, people are falling on hard times, and she's still out here hopeful that she's about to get this money. It's been 5 years. I don't know. I don't see it happening, even though there's been a default judgment. But I'm just trying to understand why he doesn't have to follow through just on principle alone. And she's expected to do something out of the kindness of her heart and let it go, and not expect him to pay her. But he doesn't have to pay, even though he said it out of his mouth that he would give a reward to the person that found the little girl. I'm just having a hard time with that. I'm having a hard time reconciling that and seeing why people are giving her a hard time. All right. Like I said, I don't think I would be pursuing it after all these years, but you know, people fall on hard times and she's just trying to get her money. So I don't know, but I just don't know why, you know, there's principalities in this. It's the principalities in this. And I just think Lil Durk wrong for not following through. That's just my take on that. But some of you guys might have a different take. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think she is wrong for wanting her reward money? Or do you think that Lil Durk don't owe her nothing? I would love to hear from you guys and know, want to know what you guys think about this. I wanted to share this story with you after I saw it. And, just leave your comments below and let's talk about it because I just found it kind of interesting. It's like I said, it's principalities in this. It's principalities. And she found a girl before she knew there was a reward. So go figure, y'all. I'll see you guys on the next.